Good evening, gentle listener, and welcome to Distractible. This episode, Barrister Bob berates business bandwidths and peculation of power, then begins a quick quiz with a Teletubby twist. Mystified Mark takes a leak on his panels, then smashes out science stingers. Wintry Wade has a colon-created compacting catastrophe, but doesn't know his Caesar from his Cicero. From toxic turds to astonium. Yes! It's time for 20 Easy Questions. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the world's greatest podcast and also vaudevillian radio show, Distractible. We'll get to that portion later. For now, we're just going to do the podcast part. My name is Bob. I will be your host because I won the last episode and everyone had a good time and it wasn't unpleasant at all. I'm sure Wade has no vengeance in mind and this will be great. I'm joined by Wade and Mark. He's the other one. That will be my competitors. One of them's going to win this episode and then they'll host the next one because that's how the show works. That's the rules. There's other rules and they don't matter. Hey guys, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. I'm just plotting my vengeance, pretty pissed.
Mark, your real voice came out. What are you doing?
Sorry. I didn't mean for that to...
Hello, everybody.
I have a real... we always start with small talk. You don't care. Listeners don't care, but we're doing small talk first. I have a story I want to start with. It's just a funny story, and it's not even a thing that I did or happened to me, but I want to tell it in the first person because I think it's funnier that way. I was present for the story. I had to talk on the phone with a person at the bank. Doesn't really matter what for, but you know how that is, right? Like, it's a pain in the ass, and I was playing phone tag with this person, and I would call them and leave a message. They would call me and leave a message, blah, blah, blah. Finally, I got on hold for them. Like, the receptionist or whatever, the person who answered the phone was like, oh yeah, I think they're on a call, but I can put you. And I was like, yes, if they're at their desk, I'll hold for however long. And as long as I get to talk to them and do this one thing I need to do, fine. But this happened and I finally was about to talk to this person I've been trying to reach, but I was sitting in the living room with Mandy and the baby and Rin, and a conversation was happening about how the baby had a particularly stinky poop that morning. It's just normal baby stuff, but it happened. Like, there was talking, and at some point someone was like, oh, it's so bad. Like, to try and keep him, because he's at a phase right now where he likes to grab for his diaper, and if it's a poopy diaper, that's bad. And so it's like, well, how do you distract him? Well, I usually hand him something so he's got something in his hand, blah. No, and I think Mandy was like, oh, well, I actually just like sing to him. He loves singing, and if you just sing to him, I'll just calmly lay there and let you do the diaper thing. And I heard that and I was like, I've got a joke for this. And because I was focused on the conversation, I did not hear the click of the phone being picked up and me being taken off of hold and getting onto the phone with the person I needed to speak to. So confidently into the phone I was holding to my ear, but directed at the conversation in the room, I was like, well, it's hard to sing when his poop smells so bad, But and people in the room were kind of like, ha ha, and also in my ear I hear, and so I literally, as the person I needed to talk to about a very important adult thing, answered the phone. I say, hey, it's hard to sing when his poop smells so bad, isn't it?
But this wasn't you. This is not your story.
No, I'm stealing the story, and this is not what happened, except for the poop part. That. Okay. They were making other phone calls to another person for another reason. I've changed the details to hide.
Oh, I don't know what to believe anymore. This is ridiculous.
I enjoy it. I get the gist of it. I just want to make sure I was being clear that this...
I wasn't the one on the phone. I just wanted to tell it from the first person because it's easier to tell a story that way. And I got to embellish a little bit.
No.
I was in the room. I was one of the people having the conversation, but Rin was actually on the phone. And yeah, the person answered the phone and she said that. And we all thought it was funny, but then she immediately realized hello? The person on the phone thought it was fucking hilarious, but then it had to be like, oh, hi, yeah, no, this is, oh, yeah, and so you need that document signed, or no, I washed his poop off my hands, don't worry. It was a different day that happened. Just fantastic stuff. Life gives you gifts sometimes. You just need to enjoy them.
I've got a poop-related story.
All right. That's the episode.
Yeah, so you guys know, I talked to Bob about this earlier today, how I feel like, was it called? Munchausen? The people that go to the doctor don't really need to. They just like going to the doctor. I feel like people look at me like I'm that, but for plumbers, because I have another plumber tale. So we had a new kitchen faucet installed. And whenever the person came to install the kitchen faucet, I was like, hey, can you take a look at our bathroom faucet too? Well, our kitchen faucet wasn't working. I went to refill the dog bowl in the bathroom faucet and it came out like milky white, and that was disconcerting. So then I dumped it out, cleaned it out, and I used like the filtered system that we have and a mixture of that and bottled water. And he's like, oh yeah, let me take a look. And he's like, okay, it's mineral buildup, this and that. If you get a new sink or if you get a new faucet, I can install it for you, but you're gonna have to get one that's like, you know, fits the sink, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, well, while I'm here, let me take a look at some of your other plumbing things too, because some of them might have similar issues. So we took a look at like our sinks and bathrooms and toilets and things. Ultimately came to the conclusion that two of the toilets upstairs were, some of the flaps and stuff were starting to have issues. They were older toilets. And he's like, you could try to fix the innards, probably better to replace it and will be cheaper in the long run if you just get a new toilet in there. So we replaced 2 toilets and 2 sinks, and nothing went wrong, knock on wood, except for a couple days later I went to turn on the kitchen sink, and the kitchen sink has like the top half that swivels and then the base with the handle that's not supposed to swivel. I went to turn it on and the base also swiveled, and I was like, well, that doesn't seem right. I don't think the whole thing's supposed to turn. This isn't like a fun little puzzle, put it together, then you get to wash your hands. It's supposed to be just you turn on the sink and water comes out and you can aim the top. I've also had some issues where the basement has had some clogging problems. The basement toilet had some clogging issues, and then a couple of times the shower has the shower drain has had things like some mud or something come out of it.
Oh, mud. Yeah, get a lot of mud in drains.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why there's mud coming out of our shower. I should probably have him look at that. Well, it's not mud. Not mud.
Stinky mud?
Yeah, so we went to clean it out. He had one of his little like tunnel snakes, whatever the hell they're called. No, that's Fallout 3, the tunnel snakes.
No, tunnel snakes. I think that's correct.
I think either tunnell snake or tunnel fucker.
Yeah, he has tunnel fucker, and he put it in my toilet hole and was like, well, there's no clog here, so we're gonna have to go look at another pipe. So we go into like the unfinished part of the basement, and he's like opening up pipes and putting his
snake in your pipes?
He's putting a snake in my pipes.
If only you'd been able to pay him.
We open the door, and there's like, so the water heater has like a drain next to it, right? There's a pipe that goes from the water heater to this drain, so that way if your water heater has issues, the water goes somewhere instead of throughout your house. Well, that drain was supposed to have a white cover. It was brown, and there was wetness around it, also brown. It's like, man, there's a lot of mud coming into our house. That's weird. And the guy opened up one of the pipes, and for some reason, he opened up like 3 or 4 different pipes. One of them he opened up, and immediately the horrible sewer smell that no one wants to have, like, was like, oh God. And sat in our basement for like 3 days. It was awful. But he found this backflow prevention system. Ultimately, the backflow prevention system, which is like a cylinder with a flap. And when you flush or run water, the flap opens, stuff goes through, flap closes. If anything ever comes the opposite way, like if there's a backup, the flap is closed, so things can't come back up into your house. The problem is if the flap itself is either clogged or blocked, then the stuff can't get out and it stops. And then the things attached to the other side of the backflow comes out that way. He opened it up, and immediately whenever he went to open it up, the lid was cracked in half and was just laying there not usefully. Inside, there's like a gap and then like a little twisty lid. That twisty lid had like a rubber band, sealing band or whatever around it that was oversized and like corroded and not fitting properly. And then laying on top of that lid was the flap. So when he opened it up, there's no flap. So this system exists. It's supposed to stop backflow, and it's not working at all because the thing that stops the backflow was taken out and just sitting there. And the pipe goes from 4-inch diameter, I think, to 3-inch diameter right before you get to the cylinder. So it kind of constrains the solids, as he called it. And then it got into the cylinder. Things, I guess, started like coalescing, gathering there, having a nice little shit party, and causing some of the backup issues. And this had happened before we even moved in. When we first moved in the house, we had some construction. My office was built. I noticed that the shower had mud in it then too. And I was like, these guys are fucking like building my office, then taking a shower and leaving their fucking muddy boots shit all over our shower. What the fuck? It's really weird because when the shit came out through the shower, it looked the exact same as the mud that his workers had left. That's crazy to me.
Oh, weird.
So now that I know that shit is getting caught and backflowing into our house, they want me to remove this backflow thing, which means cutting in the concrete, removing the backflow prevention system, putting in a normal pipe, repaving the pavement, and then they want to put a more powerful toilet in the basement called a power flush.
It's got a motor on it.
It's like an airplane toilet.
But it has a stronger like flow so it can push stuff so it won't get caught in the pipes and will.
What kind of stuff? What stuff? Mud? You talking about mud?
That guy you dealt with before who was always like, yeah, it just needs more mud. Was he talking about something I didn't understand?
The way that guy handled our house, I would not be surprised if he went, ate like a burrito, came over and was like, man, got more mud.
Took a minute, but I made you some more mud for your wall.
But yeah, so anyway, more plumbing. So we got our sink tightened, and now we got to get concrete cut out to remove this backflow thing to put in a pipe. So yay.
That's nice.
That's my story I was saving.
So you just been holding it in this whole time since you moved in?
I haven't gotten to poop in 6 months.
Gotta keep my mud inside.
Keep my mud inside.
Hey, just give me a minute. The mud will settle.
I never know when I'm gonna need this much mud.
Guys who work on drywall must be agony. You got a big project next week. No, I can't.
When's my next job? Oh,
God,
I need the business.
When I first noticed the issue was right after you guys visited and Mark had used the basement bathroom. So I was like, what did he do?
What do you mean? What did I do?
Shortly after that's whenever the stain appeared in the shower. And I was
Don't
like,
blame this on me.
Mark came to my house and took a muddy shower in my shower.
he's like, I've been filming a movie for 2 years. I haven't showered. So wait, I took the first opportunity I had.
Listen, I gotta admit though, your problems might be caused because I remember when we were watching something.
Television.
Your walls were shaking so much. You don't think that maybe the vibrations are knocking things loose in your house, like your radon and your
The subwoofer that rattles the entire house.
Well, I mean, we found out it was just the light fixture making the rattle noise, right? I thought it was something on the shelving unit, but you said it was a light fixture. But no, that the boomy bassy is boomy bassy.
It's bassy, all right.
Yeah, like Molly had a full foot massage in her office when I was watching like Jack Reacher because like the gun scenes were just like, and she would text me and she was like, the hell are you watching down there? My whole office is shaking. You imagine that big bassy porn? That'd be kind of crazy.
bassy porn.
Yeah, big bassy porn.
They just add the Vine boom to every impact.
Lots of really bassy thuds going on.
It's like a wrestling match, but porn.
WWE, the porno.
WWP.
Wouldn't it be WWXXX?
I guess they have the WWE Raw.
Oh, that's it, right? Why did we didn't need to come up with anything else?
I prefer WW protection.
WWE Safety.
I just thought of the scene in Naked Gun where they put on like the full body condom.
I just watched Naked Gun the other day.
Did you? It's just so good.
Good small talk. Good small talk.
My turn.
Okay, Mark's turn.
I will say, just a disclaimer for everyone out there, handy dandy information. Apparently, the Northern Lights are going to be very good this year, but they're going to be even better next year. So if you're ever planning some travel going up north, apparently solar flares are going to be so intense, either we're all going to die, or it's going to be really pretty when we do.
Wait, so our two options are both die?
One's an ugly death, one's a pretty death. That's called optimism, baby.
All right, what a disclaimer.
All right. Anyway, so I've been building my render farm. I'm a render farm expert. I'm an expert.
You still on about that?
I've discovered the magic that is blown fuses again. So it turns out computers draw a lot of power. A lot of power. And so for those that aren't aware, that even just running one computer all day long is an incredible draw of power. It's like running a microwave constantly. So one of the things that I'm looking into is getting power into my house, like figuring out the power system. I'm trying to get like a better battery backup. But I was doing something yesterday that I was so I was up on my roof, right? And I realized how cosmically stupid what I was doing was. I climbed up on the roof and I called for Amy. And I was like, can you pass me the hose? So she throws me the hose. And there I am standing on my roof watering my solar panels because they're dirty and encrusted with grime. But I just was like standing there and thinking about it as this like wonderful era that we live in with all this technology and able to just grab electricity out of the air with solar panels. And there I stand with a garden hose being like, this'll fix it. Got it.
Well, if you want to grow your solar farm, you've got to water it.
Yeah, Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It just felt so dumb. Like, I was halfway, but then
I thought you were going to tell me you were cleaning out your gutters or something. I was not expecting the twist of watering your solar panel.
No, because I could understand like cleaning out the gutters. And what I should have done is I have a Ryobi power washer, and what's great about it is it has a hose attachment on it, but my hose isn't long enough, and I didn't have the batteries charged, and I was just like, let me go up see what they are, and they looked pretty crusty.
Were you using the solar panel attachment for the hose?
Shut up.
You know, they actually make a Ryobi solar panel cleaner. It's basically the same as a power washer, but it's designed to work way better on solar panels.
Yeah, because that stuff is crusty. Because I got done, I washed it off, and I felt like I was playing Power Wash Simulator because I didn't have enough pressure. Because I had one of those little handles, but at the distance, the wind alone was beating me. So I got done, everything was wet, and I thought I washed it thoroughly. I saw some gunk run off, and by the time I got to the end, I went back to the beginning, and the beginning was dry, and it was just as dusty. It was like super. Like just as crusted over, couldn't see a single cell, and I'm like, damn it. So I bought Amy bought a big mop with a big handle, so today when that comes in, I'm gonna go out and mop my solar panels.
If people out there want to know what the celebrity lifestyle is like, it is mopping your solar panels on your roof.
So yeah, that's what I get to look forward to. And so I'm realizing that with all of this computer power, that man, yeah, things are going good. Things are going real good. I have all the parts assembled, but I realized that I got the wrong case for it, because I'm not building a server rack. I'm basically just building a few computers for my Houdini render farm. But I got the wrong case size because it's been a while since I built a computer. I used to always do it, and then I kind of fell into people doing the custom water cooling solutions because I was like, I don't really want to fiddle with all of that. So I'd rather get it from a company that's going to do it. But for these things, like the prices are so stupid for like business level stuff. That's why businesses don't make any sense. I don't know how businesses ever make money when they pay like business prices for things. Cause you got like home internet, you pay home internet, and it could be like up to $100 for good internet. And that's pricey. A business internet line starts in the thousands. And I'm like, wait a minute, where does this jump occur? Why is this? But that's just what businesses pay for. They just do that. And other people charge businesses like these exorbitant rates. And it's like, it doesn't make any sense because the price of these big workstation computers from a pre-built manufacturer, like there's a markup for pre-built computers for consumer level hardware. What should be like a $10,000 computer if you bought all the parts in a very good computer, someone will mark up to $50,000 for the entire thing to be assembled. If you look at some of the higher end workstations, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm building it myself again because I've done that before and it's not much different.
Nice.
But I got the wrong case because it's an SSI-EEB motherboard, not an EATX motherboard. And even though the case says EATX and the motherboard I bought was listed as ATX.
Have you tried the EAT-ASS motherboards? Our old house, I couldn't get fiber internet, and I called and I was like, can we get fiber? I would love to have like gigabit speed. And they're like, oh no, I'm sorry. They're like, the only way we can find that you could do is if you upgrade to business. And I was like, okay, so what's that take? And it was like $3,000 or $4,000 or whatever. And I was like, but wait, so what you're saying is if I pay that price, there is gigabit speed that goes to our house? Yes. But I can't get the gigabit speed under a residential price. No, we don't offer it there.
Neat.
But the infrastructure is physically there. Yes, sir. Got it. No, I will not be paying $3,000 a month for internet, but I'm glad to know it exists.
That's a thing, is like the way prices are segmented are just absurd. Like absurd.
I think it's unclear because that is also my experience because I've looked into business class internet before. I feel like the business class stuff is meant if you have like, we have 80 employees, we're going to have several hundred things on the internet minimum. We need bandwidth to have one internet connection that effectively services potentially thousands of things happening at one time on the internet, which is a whole other scale, even from like a small business. Like if I worked at Jimmy John's, right? We had internet at Jimmy John's. We didn't need that. The business class internet is kind of like misleading. It's really for like buildings. If you have like an office building and you're like, I need internet for this whole fucking thing.
I want to see like a bratwurst size Ethernet cable.
Oh, they exist.
That big?
They're like, yeah, like a good old brat size Ethernet cable where they're like, oh, you got the business class. Bring this puppy in.
That's why they call me business class. 8 inches around.
I can't even assemble the other computers until I get my power sorted, because right now I don't have enough. So I'm looking into getting a battery system, because maybe I'm misconceiving something about how solar and battery works. But my understanding should be that you have solar panels and you have a battery system, right? The solar panels charge the batteries. The batteries are able to power your house. You have enough that it could back up the whole house in case of emergency. But if you have solar panels and a battery, it should power the house and also charge the batteries simultaneously. I know that's a tall order. Some batteries can't do that, but you know, this is solar we're talking, right?
In theory, you charge the battery, use some of the battery in your house, but it's still charging and holding charge, I would think. Yeah. In my brain, yeah.
Yes, exactly. And then when the sun goes bye-bye, then the batteries pick up. And so as much as possible, you're not using the grid's power. So I called someone up and I consulted about this. And I told them, like, yeah, I want to be as independent of the grid as possible. I want to be using as much of the solar panels to generate my own electricity. I want to pay as little on my power bill as possible. And he looks at me, he goes like, what? No one's ever asked for that. I've never installed that before. That's absurd. Why would you even think that? And I'm like, I thought that's how it worked. I thought you get solar panels and you put it, you do the thing and it makes you have power. I thought electricity pumps in through those and you get that and then you don't have to pay for it as much. He's like, what are you talking about?
So this is a little tinfoil hatty. The electric companies caused that to happen on purpose. That is not a mistake. Because this is what I was surprised by this too. When we lived in California, we got solar on the house that we lived in. And I had the exact same idea that you did. I was like, cool. So we'll like the battery will feed the house. And the way that it's set up, and this is to benefit the grid, is once your batteries are charged, if you're still generating excess power, most systems direct that into the grid. They install a special kind of smart meter thing on your house. And instead of you using that power in your own house and staying off the grid, you send that power somehow onto the grid and it goes to everyone else, and they give you credit for that.
Mark, thanks for the power, dude.
Well, you're a little far away probably, but maybe.
It's a long, thick, broad grid.
If you don't have that like set up, like if you move, right, which someone else lives in that house we lived in now, we gave them the info, but if you don't get the info for like the smart thing to have that set up on your account, that extra power just goes to the grid for free. EG&E doesn't give anybody anything for that, and I don't think that that's an accident. So it's entirely possible that you are, and that's just because you didn't like build this house or have the solar installed, right? Somebody else did that, and now you live here, and I don't know if you have that set up, but like if you don't, there might be supposed to be credits on your account with them that then later you would get back.
That might be why. Oh my God.
But if you don't have that set up, they're literally just taking that shit from you and being like, oh, whoops, sorry, we didn't, I just thought that was our power.
But no, that makes so much sense because I was looking, we just talked about this. My power bill is $800 a month. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense if I've got all of these solar, and here I am washing it off with a hose. You're like, oh, I don't know why I'm not good. Why am I paying so much? It don't make so sense. If we didn't, oh my.
There's an employee that was walking to your house with a hose about to clean. He saw you up there and was like, this guy's awesome, man.
He's fixing up our solar panel. Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, so you might want to like reach out to PG&E and or like the way ours was set up. Ours was managed by a third party in between. So you had to contact the company that we got the panels from, and they would communicate with the power company and like set it up so that the credits were applied to our power account correctly. It's like it's an actual scam because the point is you're not separate from the grid. Then you are benefiting the grid, and they might not even have to give you credit for it. You still pay them just as much if you don't get those credits back. You're just giving them solar power for free and go fuck yourself. It's like an absolute scam.
Mark's trying to get off the grid and instead he's enhancing.
You think you're trying to get away from the system and you're just participating in it.
Well, then what I'm probably going to do is I'll call them and reach out about that because I didn't set up any of this. So there were batteries here before and a solar system here before. I was like, this is great. This is fantastic. But then there's also like this Generac ass generator, which I do not like. And I'm like, why is this here if we got the battery backups? And I had a complete misconception of how the whole system was rigged. And even when I had the guy out here looking at it, he's looking at the solar system and he's like, I don't know this. I have no memory of this place.
I have no memory of this place.
And he was like, really, like, I don't want to have to tear into that. And I'm like, I will pay you to tear into that because I want the solar to feed my batteries and then that power the house. And then if I need more, pull from the grid. Only then.
I will say what you want, because I did also look into this. I was disappointed that was how our solar worked and I couldn't change it. That was how the system worked. And that was the only way that system worked. It's possible to get exactly what you want, but that's not what they try and sell you on. If you work with any of the mainstream companies that do solar stuff, they're all in the system of, well, we'll give you the one where the power goes back to the grid and then you get the credits and then it's all, but it's 100% possible to get what you want. You just need to find a company that will like offer that. It totally exists. That technology totally exists.
All right, good. I'll make some calls after this.
I'm curious if you find the right company who will give you what your actual goal is there, because that is also how I felt like solar power should work. I was like, well, why is our battery always at like 95% charge during the hottest part of the summer when we're running the AC and stuff? And it's like that. I want to use that. That's our juice there in the batteries.
That's our juice, comrade.
All right, so probably I'm gonna need a electrician to really, really hammer this thing.
Or you can do it, dude. Just get one of those bratwurst cables and set it up.
Those bratwurst cables you just invented?
I think you need kielbasa for a solar system of Mark's size.
I don't know what kielbasa is.
Different kind of sausage. Yeah, little known fact, the different gauges of wire, the actual official denominations are all sausage based. You got Little Smokies, you got Red Hots, you got bun length, you got small brat, like ballpark brat, and then you got like Johnsonville's.
You just gotta be careful how much voltage per girth North America you get, because you don't want to get your bratwurst too close to the VGNA.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Read it, Mark. What does VGNA sound like if you try and say it out loud?
Vista Grande Neighborhood Association?
I don't think he gets it, Wade.
That's okay.
Vagina. 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 Any hoozle. Good small talk. Sad small talk for Mark, but good small talk, everybody.
Mine was shitty. His was sad.
Good all around. Lots of points. Excellent work. So listen, we've had some tough times around the game of 20 questions on this show.
Oh, baby, I'm ready.
And I've got a topic for today that I feel like is gonna change our history with the idea of 20 questions. So we're not gonna play the guessing game 20 questions where I pick something and you have 20. We're gonna play 20 other questions, also known as easy 20 questions. It's just trivia, guys.
Oh, God.
I've got 20 trivia questions that I think you're going to know the answers to. If you don't know them right off the bat, I think you'll definitely have a strong chance of figuring them out. I'm not going to make you like push a button to ring in or anything. I just have a list of questions here and we're going to go through them. And, you get like a point for every one that you get correct. No punishments for not knowing. These are, I will say they are sort of history and also like science themed, sort of like classic trivia stuff. And these, I think you'll know some of these. I think you'll know these.
Do we answer every other one, or how are we doing the answers?
Yeah, we're going to alternate. One of you gets a chance to answer, and then the other one can steal if you get it wrong or if you don't know.
Okay.
But we'll go back and forth. Who wants to go first? Should I flip a cap?
Yeah, flip a cap.
It's an even number, right? So we each get the same amount no matter what.
What if you spin the wheel? Come on, spin the wheel.
No, I'm good.
Spin the wheel.
No, I don't need to add percentages for this. Mark, Wade. It hit the camera. It landed triangle of fairness. It landed this side up. I believe that was Wade's side.
All right, I got nervous when you said that. Now I got to pee. Let's do it.
Easy questions. What is the name of the first artificial Earth satellite launched by the Soviet Union in 1957?
Sputnik?
Yes. Very good.
But I almost said Hubble, so I'm glad you said 1957, because I was like, the Hubble, the Soviets had that Hubble telescope. Remember that one?
All right, Mark. This is an equally easy question, Mark, and no one's going to be mad about this. What is the name of the principle that states that no two electrons in an atom can have the same set of quantum numbers?
Dude, you don't remember this?
The Pauli exclusion principle.
Holy fuck, are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well done, man. I was gonna steal that one too.
Did you know that, Wade?
No, I thought it was the polyamorous principle. I would have gotten it wrong.
Oh, God. All right. See, I was afraid that I went too hard, but that's fine.
I feel like I got my one and only one correct.
Are all of my questions is it like this?
They're randomly jumbled. It's going to be fine. Wade, which ancient civilization is credited with the invention of the wheel? No Googling.
I'm not.
No, you
hands up.
Googlies.
Hey Siri, which? I have no fucking idea. Was there even a civilization then? I thought that was kind of like, okay, oldest civilization. So I'm just thinking out loud here. Babylon was pretty old. China. What else was really old over there? Babylon did it.
Wrong. Mark?
Sumeria.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, the Sumerians are credited with the invention of the wheel.
All right, this is gonna be Mark's greatest day ever.
I thought this episode was going to go in a whole other direction, and it still might. But I guess I'm showcasing how smart you guys are today, and I actually love that for us.
I've never even heard of Sumeria.
You've heard of the Sumerians. Sumerians are like one of the first civilizations.
I don't even know where they are in the world. I don't even know what. I just know it's an old one.
All right, Mark, what is the name of the process? I swear to God, these are randomly jumbled. This is not. Mark, what is the name of the process by which a solid changes directly into a gas without passing through the liquid state?
Sublimation.
All right, that's okay. Well, there's going to be a lot of points in this episode if you guys are getting all this.
Can I name the 3 states of matter?
Wade, what was the name of the first known written legal code? Hey, you almost went to law school. You should know this. Created by a Babylonian king. You just said the word Babylon. You basically know this one.
I did. The first code as written by Babylon was called I'm gonna go fuck myself code.
Surprisingly close, but no. Mark for the steal?
Magna Carta.
No.
Is it that letter from the copper salesman to the guy who bought the shitty copper from the dude? Okay, all right, just checking.
It's the Code of Hammurabi.
Oh, I've actually heard of that.
Mark, what is the name of the effect that describes the change in frequency of a wave in relation to an observer moving relative to the wave source?
Doppler effect?
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. All right.
Dude, I am fucked. I peaked at Sputnik.
Wait, this is middle school here. You got this.
Don't say that, man.
I know that you know this. It is science.
Tell me they're hard to make me feel better when I'm wrong.
It's a science one, but it's something I think you have a good chance of knowing this. What is the name of the phenomenon where light bends around the edges of an object?
Oh, fuck. I should know this one. Is this refraction?
Ooh, sorry, that's not correct.
Well, damn, that was going to be my answer.
Guess a word that has to do with light.
Lensing.
No, it was diffraction.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay, I don't feel as bad as I could have for getting that one wrong because
No, that's pretty close. Refraction was very much the right idea.
I forget things easily, and you were toggling things that are like 10th grade.
It's fine. No, you know what? You guys have already done better than I expected.
I thought this was easy. You prefaced this with this was easy.
Yeah, well, it should be easy, but you're doing great. Mark, your turn to go first. What was the name of the ship that brought the Pilgrims to America in 1620?
Is this one of those trick questions where a name jumps to mind, but it was actually a different one? I'm going to say the Mayflower.
Yay!
Oh, okay. Right. I could have sworn this was going to be one of those different names.
Mark paid attention in 5th grade history.
My first thought was like, oh, Theseus. I was like, wait, that's not it.
All right, Wade, your turn. What is the name of the principle that states that the laws of physics are the same in all inertial frames of reference? Easy questions, guys.
Dude, I was a physics major. I studied all of these things. I don't like the law of conservation of matter or something.
No, wrong law. Marked for the steal?
I mean, you're calling it the principle, but isn't that the theory of relativity?
The listed answer is principle of relativity. Judges, are we going to accept the theory of relativity? Yeah, that's the judges say yes.
That's fine. That's good enough for me. Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, I can't tell if you're going to definitely know this one or if this is another.
Dude, you never know with me.
You got this, buddy. Which Roman emperor is known for his wall that spans all across northern Britain?
How many Roman emperors do I know other than Caesar?
Oh, but you probably know this one.
Caesar.
Nope.
Oh, Tim. You remember the Roman Emperor Tim?
Julius Caesar, Maius Augustus, Tim.
Well, I'm guessing it's not Maius Augustus, no.
That's a made-up name that's not even a Roman name, probably. That's nothing.
Maximus Thane.
I love Emperor Thane.
Why is your Roman emperor a League of Legends character? What happened?
I think Thane's a Drell, his name.
Emperor Hadrian. Hadrian's wall.
Oh, that's Rocky's wife. Hadrian.
Hadrian.
Oh, you have that wall, Hadrian.
All right, Mark. This is a very fair game, and these are jumbled very fairly. Mark, what is the name of the theoretical boundary around a black hole beyond which no light or other radiation can escape?
The event horizon.
Very fair. It's very fair. It's very fair. It's very fair.
Dude, I don't know any of this shit, so I can picture the black hole, and I remember the little like gas fart coming out, but I couldn't tell you the name of any of it.
The gas fart is what are the parts of a black hole? Hey, Wade, I know that you know this.
You don't.
I have a clue I can give you if you would like a clue on this one.
Yeah, I'll take the clue before I take the question.
All right. Think about RVs.
Yeah.
What was the name of the treaty that ended the 30 Years' War in 1648?
Winnebago.
That's the right idea. I'm afraid that's incorrect. Mark, do you know what treaty this was?
Oh, the Treaty of Airstream.
What if I said yes?
Do you remember Sputnik, man? Can we go back to Sputnik?
All right. I don't. My clue was not very helpful, probably, but it's the Treaty of Westphalia, which is also a type of our like camper van type thing.
Is it?
Never heard of that one. Man, I really thought I had it with Winnebago.
All right, Mark, there's no chance you've got this one. And Wade, I have good feeling for you. Mark, what is the rarest naturally occurring element on Earth?
Einsteinium.
You wish. Wade for the steal?
Unobtainium.
Almost. Astatine.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, right. Okay, go on with your made-up elements. Get out of here.
Astatine. I brushed my teeth with that, dude.
Wade, which battle in 1066 marked the beginning of the Norman rule in England? Think about English battles. There's some famous ones that everyone's kind of heard of.
The Battle of Fuck You, mate.
That's Australian, but do you want a serious answer or?
But you know, that was before Australia was a penal colony, so the Australians were still part of Britain in 1066.
So they all already had the Australian accent before they left. I didn't know that.
Yeah, when was Australia founded? Am I right about that?
Like 1980 or something? I don't know. Mark.
The Battle of Wales.
That's actually the right idea. It's very close. It's the Battle of Hastings. Mark, what's the name of the paradox that questions why the night sky is dark despite the vast number of stars in the universe? What is the name of the paradox that questions why the night sky is dark despite the vast number of stars in the universe?
You know, I'm only thinking of the Fermi paradox, but do you mean by light darkness?
Yeah, well, like, why is it incorrect?
I know.
Oh, Cloverfield paradox.
Close enough.
Really?
Have a point for making me chuckle. No, but it's Olber's paradox.
Oh, Olber. That's Wilbur the pig. It's his uncle.
It's his old uncle, Olber. Wade, you know this one. Who was the longest reigning female monarch in history?
Okay, you said it was already in my mind. This is not my answer, but I was going to say Shakira or boobs no matter what. Is it Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah, he's back on the board.
Oh, no, he didn't say which Queen Elizabeth.
The long one.
Yeah, the one that ruled the longest. I'm with you, Wade.
Queen Elizabeth the Long. We all know.
Mark, what is the name of the hypothetical particle that mediates the force of gravity in quantum field theory? These questions are very fair. Keep that in mind.
I mean, there's a bunch of bullshit, but the Higgs boson.
Incorrect, sir.
Wait, what was the question again?
Wade, what is the name of the hypothetical particle that mediates the force of gravity in quantum field theory?
Mark was close. Actually, the Biggs hoson.
Is that your actual answer?
No, of course not.
You want a clue?
Yeah. Give me the clue.
It mediates the force gravity.
Oh.
It's called gravity.
Close.
I want a re-steal.
Mark, for the re-steal, it's worth -1. No. Do you actually know it, Mark?
Is it a graviton?
It is a graviton.
That's so dumb.
Mark, you don't need any more points, so I'm going to hold off on giving that one to you. But you did get graviton. We'll see if you need it later.
That's fair.
Wade, who was the first emperor of the Holy Roman Empire?
Julian Caesar. It was Julius's great grandpa.
Mm-hmm. No, I got that. I was with you. Just
Maximus Thane.
no.
Oh, is it the name you said earlier?
No, that was actually just made up. That's nothing. Wade, did you figure it out?
I'm thinking Holy Roman, or was it called Holy Roman Empire? That's actually what became Germany, right? So is it Bismarck?
No, but that's kind of the right idea. The answer is Charlemagne. Was French.
That's close to where Germany be.
Yeah, they're like near each other. It's basically correct. Mark, what is the name of the first dynasty of Imperial China? I don't know how to pronounce. I'm going to look up how to pronounce this real.
Mark, you got this. You know it.
The Ming Dynasty.
I think Bob would probably know that one.
Yeah, I do. That's not it, but good guess. Close. Wade?
Is it Qing with a Q?
Yes, it's the Qin Dynasty.
Oh, good.
I will have you know, I thought that before you said I need to look up how to pronounce it. That was not, I did not use it as a clue because I was thinking the only one I could even think of was the QIN one.
Well, that's because that's the first one.
I feel like the game Civilization really did wonders for any of these questions I have any chance of answering. I'm like, oh yeah, Hammurabi's code. That was in Civilization like 4.
Wade, which element has the highest melting point?
I took physics in 11th grade. I got this. Titanium.
Incorrect, but good guess. Mark for the steal?
I'm trying to remember. Oh, say, can you say?
Is that your memory song?
No.
Oh, he's thinking of Americanium.
Oh, I can't remember the name of that metal. What are you? What? It's the heavy one. Oh, no.
Yeah, the dense heavy one that I was trying to think of.
It's the heavy one.
Fire Festanium.
Bob, just tell me, is it the heavy one? Is it the heavy one?
Yes, a cube of this would be very heavy.
It's that heavy one. Why can't I not remember the name of that?
Yeah, I was trying to think of a heavy one too, and the best I could think of was titanium because I knew it was like a dense heavy one.
Titanium is actually not that heavy, like comparatively to the other metals. That's one of the benefits of it.
It's strong for its weight. It's not as light as you might think, but it's very strong for the weight you have to.
Oh, what the I can't remember the name of it. I'm gonna kick myself.
It's tungsten.
That's what I was trying to think of it. The heavy one.
Yes.
Tungsten.
Well, that was question number 20, but I will say we're not quite done.
Dude, give us that was the easy run. Give us the hard ones.
Yeah, come on, man.
Mark can go first because I went first last time, I think. So Mark can go first.
Okay, that seems fair. Okay, Mark, I have a really good feeling that you know the answer to this one.
Uh-huh.
What was the name of the first known written legal code created by a Babylonian king?
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait. Oh, God, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm sorry, Mark. Are you having some trouble with this question?
Oh, no.
I feel like the answer is probably somewhere in your mind.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Mark, I'm gonna have to request that you give me your answer here.
Oh, it's the letter that the guy gave to the copper salesman. Oh.
Is that your answer again?
Yeah, that's my answer.
That's incorrect. Wait.
Hammurabi.
Yes, the Code of Hammurabi.
Oh, no.
All right, next question. Wade, you get to go first on this one. What is the name of the phenomenon where light bends around the edges of an object?
Oh, come on.
Shit. Hold on. No, it's not as fun when it's me. Diffraction.
Yes, okay.
Oh, I thought I was about to go through the same thing. Oh, dude, I didn't pay attention at all.
Oh, man, if only you listened.
Oh,
no.
Oh, no. Mark, we got to work together.
Let me check this. All right. Mark, you get to go first on the next one here. Mark, I know that you know this one. We talked about this, I think. Which Roman emperor is known for his wall across northern Britain?
Come on, man. Oh, man.
It's right there. It's on the tip of your tongue, man. You got this.
Emperor Hyman, known for barriers.
Dude, it really sucks when they break his wall.
Yeah, you can really only break it the one time, and then it's just,
Come on, man.
oh, I'm sorry, Mark, that is incorrect. Wait, do you
no.
know?
I was hoping Mark would actually get this right. Oh, you know, Emperor Hatiti,
No.
Hasanabi, Habanero, Hopscotch, Happy Tappy.
I'll tell you the answer, just like I've been telling you the answer to all the previous questions. That one is Emperor Hadrian.
Oh, fuck. Adrian, I made the Rocky Balboa joke. Fuck.
You did. You made that joke. Oh,
Fuck.
All right, Wade, you get to go first on this one.
No.
What was the name of the treaty that ended the 30 Years' War in 1648?
oh God.
Who was it between? Can I get a...
I don't have that information. I only have the question.
Oh, man. It was the Treaty of Beowulf.
Beowulf is incorrect. I'm very sorry.
I feel so stupid.
Tell me, Mark. Tell me the answer. What was the name of the treaty that ended the 30 Years' War in 1648?
I got it. The Treaty of Recreational Vehicles. I remember.
Oh, is this the Winnebago one?
Yeah, this is the Winnebago one.
Shit. Can I re-steal?
Sure.
Winfield.
No. It's the, of course, the answer is the Treaty of Westphalia.
Fuck!
All right.
Don't worry, that's fine. It's fine. Mark, I know you know the answer to this one. What is the rarest naturally occurring element on Earth? Come on. This is spoon-fed right here.
It's ass. Ass. It's the ass particle. Ass. Astonium.
Oh.
It's an ass. It's ass. It's ass.
I'll give you one more guess.
Dude, he's grabbing that ass.
Ass. Ass.
He's just stuttering. I know you can get there. It's a whole word, Mark. Yeah, say the whole word.
He said astonium.
Astonium.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Wade, do you know what the rarest naturally occurring element is on Earth?
I thought it was astonium. It is
I believe in you.
not astanium. Acetine.
Yes, it is. Astatine.
Mark, thank you so much for giving me ass, because I would have never remembered without your ass.
Shut up. Have I gotten a single point this second round?
No, not yet. Don't worry, Mark. Your time is coming. Wade, which battle in 1066 marked the beginning of Norman rule in England?
Oh no.
We just talked about, we're getting to the end of the questions already. These are way more recent that we talked about this.
Okay, I said something stupid. Mark said something smarter. Hastings?
Yes, the Battle of Hastings.
Oh,
Well, I remember that one too, so don't give him too much credit.
Oh, good remembering, Mark. Well, I bet you'll remember this one too, then, Mark, because your memory is fantastic. What is the name of the paradox that questions why the night sky is dark despite the vast number of stars in the universe? Can I just put this out there? This is way funnier than I thought it would be. I'm fucking dying.
Oh man. Oh, it's oh.
we thought the test was the test. We didn't know that was the study portion.
Oh man, it's Lobo's paradox. Oh.
That's impressively close, but unfortunately incorrect.
Oh man.
Wade, do you know the name of the paradox that questions why the night sky is dark despite the vast number of stars in the universe?
Gravitron.
Oh God, you're gonna get that next, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
The correct answer is Olbers' paradox.
Oh, goddamn it, Wilbur's uncle.
You gave yourself memory devices by making all the jokes, and then you couldn't remember your memory devices.
I remember Gravitron or Graviton or Gravitonium.
I swear, Bob, if that's the next question that you're gonna give him, I'm gonna jump through the internet and strangle you.
Okay, next question. Wade goes first. Wade,
Oh, what's up?
what's the name of the hypothetical particle that mediates the force of gravity in quantum field theory?
Graviton.
Oh, that's correct, buddy.
I haven't gotten a single point.
It's actually Graviton. You said it correctly.
Yes!
Yeah, if you had said Gravitron, I was going to not give it to you so that Mark could steal, because that would be technically incorrect.
Gravitron sounded like a transformer, so I was like, that's just my brain. That can't be real.
No, guys, we're getting there. Don't worry. Mark, you get to go first on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that you know this. Who was the first emperor of the Holy Roman Empire?
Charlemagne.
Yes, and Mark is on the board.
Dude, I love how you crushed me during the first portion.
It really could not have worked out better. I love you guys for doing that for me. I appreciate that. Next question. Wade gets to go first.
Okay.
And I don't want to be a negative Nelly, but I'm going to put this out there. You're going to have a hard time remembering this one, Wade, even though I just told you the answer. Which element has the highest melting point?
Tungsten.
Oh, that is correct. Sorry, Mark.
Oh, man.
I tried to shake his confidence, Mark.
No, that being the last question was very helpful.
Okay. Let me just have a look here. Yep. Just make sure we got through all of these. That and then that. Okay, Mark, you get to go first on this one. Mark, are you ready?
Okay. Yes.
Which Roman emperor is known for his wall across northern Britain?
Hadrian.
Oh, that is correct.
Did we get that one twice during this section? All right.
You got it wrong both times. I'm continuing to ask the questions until you get them correct. That's the bit.
Did you not get that we were going to go around again?
I didn't try to relearn the ones I didn't know.
All right, Mark, I got a good feeling about your comeback.
No, please don't. No, I know what question you might ask.
Wade, you're up next.
No.
Wade, what was the name of the treaty that ended the 30 Years' War in 1648?
Is it
No. Mark for the steal.
The fuck was it?
Oh, I know it. Oh God, no.
Well, you didn't know this was the game.
Oh, shut up, you. You didn't know it either. It's such a weird word. How could anyone memorize it? The Tree of Starlight. It's a treaty of...
Really channeling a lot of Ethan energy right now.
Editors, fill in the answer.
Hadrian. No, wait, that's not it.
Oh, that's so close.
Can I steal for myself?
No, we'll have it. We'll be able to come back to this question in just a second. So, and of course, the treaty that ended the 30 Years' War is the Treaty of Westphalia.
But I was closer the last time. I said Westfield.
We have more questions, and Mark gets to go first on this one.
Fuck.
Mark, what is the name of the paradox that questions why the night sky is dark despite the vast number of stars in the universe?
Ooblex paradox.
Oh, that's so close, buddy. I'm going to cut you off, Mark. That is incorrect. Wade, what is the name of the paradox that questions why the night sky is dark despite the vast number of stars in the universe?
Olber.
That is correct.
I remembered Wilbur this time. I remembered my little piggy.
Wade, are you ready to go first?
Don't you dare. Bob, don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare.
I'm sorry, Mark. Is it your turn to go first? Is that what you're saying, Mark?
No, but don't you dare. Don't do this.
Wade, would you like a free point or would you like to answer the question and take Mark's dignity away from him?
Oh, I'll go for the dignity, please.
Okay, Wade is playing for Mark's dignity.
Can't do this, man.
What was the name of the treaty that ended the 30 Years' War in 1648? Oh, no, buddy.
No, Westphalia.
Oh, that is correct.
Dude, I had a moment there where I thought Hasanabi or something, and I was like, that's not it.
Did I get more than 1 point this whole time in the second phase of this?
You got 2.
Oh.
You also got Hadrian eventually on the last time around. All 20 questions have officially been answered. which I guess means we've come to the end of the episode.
I feel slightly sick. My nerves were such a mess during the first time through I was calm, but when we had to re-answer the questions and show our stupidity, that got my fucking nerves going.
Mark, you got points for Pretty Death, Render Farm Expert, Cosmic Stupidity, wasn't that foretelling, Roof Mop, Sad Solar Saga, Polycalusus, what the f- did I write?
Blues in principle.
That's the one. Sumerians, Sublimation, Doppler, Mayflower, Relativity, Event Horizon, Charlemagne, and Hadrian. I gotta say, Mark, in the first round, if it was just a regular trivia competition, not even close.
Dude, you crushed me.
You pantsed Wade in the real trivia.
I got Sputnik, and I think that was it.
You got 3 correct in the first round, and Mark got like 7. Wade, you got points for poop with a lot of O's, Rumbly Porn, Plumber Wolf Boy Man, Eat Ass Motherboard, Business Class Penis, VGNA, Sputnik, a Pity Chuckle Point, Queen Elizabeth, the Qin Dynasty, Hammurabi, Diffraction, Astatine, Hastings, Graviton, Tungsten, Olber's Paradox, and Westphalia.
It's so sad hearing how many I got right, knowing that we got them wrong like 3 times each before that.
Mark, all of yours total to 17 points. Wade, with all of that, your total comes to 18 points. Mark, if you had just gotten one more of the rounds when you already had been told the answer and you just had to remember it.
The only reason I remembered Hadrian was Wade's. The only reason.
Why didn't I remember it?
But I only remember it the second time around. Oh.
Hey, now you know how I learned stuff in school back in the days. I'm thinking something stupid that would help me remember.
I don't think anyone's ever blown a lead that hard. Ever. But then you kept giving him and then when it was his turn, it was the ones that I could get.
Ass.
Anyway, congratulations to Wade for mounting the hell of a comeback and winning today's episode. Excellent work. Would you like to give your winner's speech?
Yeah, Bob, thank you for hosting a wild episode that made me feel really stupid, only compared to Mark, only kind of stupid, and then by the end, okay. And I had fun. I think that was a really fun concept. I'm glad that there was more to the game than just the initial 20 questions, because man, did I get floored. I was put on the ground and spanked and beaten to a pulp. But I'd like to thank Ulber and Westphalia for helping me pull through today.
Very, very good speech. Thank you. Mark, loser speech? Yeah.
There comes a time in everyone's life when they need to realize that short-term memory is real important. And pay attention to your surroundings. Look both ways before you cross. Object permanence is a tricky thing. Oh man, I'm gonna be showering 10 years from now and I will cringe at this memory of this episode.
That was a tough fight. You guys both better than I thought, but also worse than I thought in a number of ways. Very impressive all around. Congrats, Wade. Good try, Mark. I really thought after the beginning there was basically no way you could lose it, but you kept it interesting, and I appreciate that.
He had a high int, I had a high wisdom.
It's not always about starting fast. I guess it really is sort of a hare and the tortoise sort of story going on here, but
I'm everyone's turtle head poking out. That's part of the analogy I was thinking it was.
Listen, watchers, make sure you check out Wade is Lord Minion 777 or Minion 777. Mark is Markiplier. I am MySkirm. We're selling, we have merch at a website at distractiblestore.com. Make sure you follow the podcast, because then you'll know when the episodes come out. It'll just automatically be in there. Just click the little plus button. It'll show up. And make sure you watch the video on Spotify. If you're not watching, the video is pretty good. There's some good faces, I think, in today's episode as the boys realized what exactly the competition was that they were participating in and come to grips with that. But anyway, thank you so much for listening and watching. And thank you, competitors. Look forward to Wade hosting the next one. That is the end of the episode. Podcast out.